if Chidi, if you can hear me. I would want to, at this point, bring in the Amazon of the Niger Delta, that is in the person of Ankyo Briggs. Ankyo, thank you very much for joining us this afternoon, and rather this evening. And as it is now, you have heard what we have so far discussed. The question that will, begs for answer is, where does the Nigerian youth go from here? Since the government is denying that no live ammunition was used and that no life was lost, and sadly, at the same time, they are cracking down on those who have come out to protest. In the face of all this crackdown, what is it that you have for the youth?
Hello, good evening, everyone. I came in a little bit late, Mazi, as I informed you. I rushed back to catch up, but whether I heard everything or not, I think the narrative is the same. It's not. There is no difference in the narrative. Now, going from what Yinka have said, I'm actually, maybe because I've been a bit busy today, I've actually have not heard about the government now calling for people to come and look for, identify corpses rather. I'm speechless in the sense that this is the same government that yesterday I was watching a program, or I was part of a discussion where I was hearing that money was offered. How many million have been put on the table, and saying that any parent whose child is dead should come and identify and say so, and then collect the money. So I was sick to my stomach. I don't know if anybody else had this information I'm talking about, but I was sick to my stomach when I heard that. I mean, what is this? We know that life is worthless in Nigeria, which is such a pity. And the international community seems to be driving that fact on behalf of Nigerians more than Nigerians are driving that fact that life of any life is worthless. Yesterday, the policeman attached to the speaker shot event or for the event, and I think one, it is making news because it is the speaker. The police attached to the speaker is not making news because of the vendor. Sadly, it is making news because it is the police that is attached to the speaker. So it is about the speaker and not about the irresponsibility of the police and the unfortunate person that was killed. Now, the youth are facing what Yinka also had, because it was Yinka that I heard, what Yinka had described, that in 2012, I believe, there was Occupy Nigeria. And in that Occupy Nigeria, Yinka was there, Pastor Bakari was there, there was a time Buhari himself was there, and nobody assaulted them or killed them. I mean, I think tear gas was shot at some point, and I was one of the first people to come out and condemn that shooting of tear gas, because people like the late Dr. Yes, the late Tunji, my adopted father was one of those people, and I condemned it. And Jonathan was then the president. So the youths today were also the same youths of that time, but older. I think that they must know what people like us were saying at that time. They are now older, a few years older, and are confronting the people that they thought at that time were a better option, a better or best option at that time of 2012. Now, we have seen very clearly that this crop of people are not a better option. So where do we go? Where do we go from here? The youths are going to have to be firm, but they also have to know that this is not a battle that the youth alone can take on. I mean, I'm talking about the people from, say, 18 years of age until, say, maybe 60. You know, it's not a battle that only them can take on. But this is also not the time to pull back. This is the time to regroup. This is the time for the youths to be able to pick out of all the people in my age group, like Yinka's age group, my own age group, and pick amongst this crop the people that they can genuinely rely on, they can know that are not going to sell out, and work with a new movement. So I believe that there needs to be a synergy that should develop between the youths that organize this move, NSAS move, and synergize with people older than them that are not necessarily politicians, but people that they can trust and they can rely upon to take this to the next level. I think that the next level is going to include all of us, is going to include the social media age, the social media controllers, the people that have always been advocates, not necessarily politicians, that have been advocates. And because if you look at what this government right now is driving, you hear somebody like, what's his name, Minister of Information, saying they're going to sanction CNN. And I mean, it is so embarrassing and so shameful. How do you mean you're going to sanction CNN? Who cares whether, as if CNN cares that anybody in Nigeria is going to sanction them, as if they have a major broadcasting outfit out of Nigeria. And I believe that if we stand our ground, what CNN is going to be capable of bringing out will be able to put Nigeria, this crop of Nigerian management, to shame. Now, whether they are able to be shamed into doing the right thing, I'm not sure. So in my little analysis and opinion, I believe that what we're confronting is massive. Is going to be worse than what we experienced and reacted to during Jonathan's time and at the first tenure of this government. I believe very strongly, and I shared it with a few of people that I'm even seeing right now. I felt very strongly that 2020 was going to be a different year, that there was going to be a very awful change. But truly, I didn't imagine that it was going to be like this. I'm worried. I don't know whether Buhari himself, I'm not buying into whether he's alive or he's dead, but I'm saying that there is one or two things. Either he's aware and is part of what is going on, or he's not aware and therefore not part of what is going on. But whatever it is just one is just as bad as the other. Finally, there needs to be a synergy also between us that are based back home. I'm seeing a lot of people here that are based in Nigeria, and I'm also seeing a lot of people that are based outside of Nigeria. And I also want to caution that I've also noticed that there is a wedge, there is a planned, systematic plan to constantly throw issues into the arena. And they're throwing many things into the arena. And we're running around trying to address all of them. And because we're not doing it in a concerted and a planned manner, we're even missing out at some point and then catching up at another point. So our strategy needs to change. But I must repeat before I end that I do not think that the youths, the people like Fela's son, people like Falana's son, and so many other young people that have pushed this thing this far can do this alone. When Yinka them and others were doing Occupy Nigeria, nobody called them terrorists. And now you wake up in the morning and somebody who put money into cooking food or buying water, and you now find a situation where the central bank, the governor of central bank is now have new powers that makes him to decide that he can block people's account because he suspects that the money that is coming through their accounts is for terrorism. This is insane. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ankyo Briggs, the Amazon of the Niger Delta. Thank you very much once more for your insightful contribution. And to summary here, your action point here centers on synergy. You talked about the youth, that, the need for the youth to create synergy between the older generation and the younger generation. That means, in my worldview, what I will call the generation that are not able to read email or use WhatsApp must synergize with Amazon Echo, or what I call the Siri generation. This the generation that can tell Siri, please, can you turn on the lights or cook my Indomie, and Siri will gladly do that. You also mentioned about the need for synergy between Nigerians in the diaspora and those at home. That cannot be honestly be overemphasized. That is a synergy that is needed beyond the NSAS protest for the nation to even move forward. There must be synergy between those at home and in the diaspora. Thank you very much once more for the wonderful insight.
Okay, I think I'll have to bring in Auntie Briggs. Auntie, the floor is yours now. 30 seconds, please.
She can unmute you.
Okay, I've unmuted myself. Can you hear me?
Yes, very well.
Okay, very quickly, 30 seconds. I hope I'll be able to do this.
Go
now,
ahead.
let me try. I think that a lot of us, well, some of us here have been talking and analyzing since 1999-98 about since Abacha's time till today. So quite honestly, I believe that after 20 years, we really need to ask a basic question to all ourselves, including the youths that were maybe 10 or 5 when some of us started this, that really, what does Nigeria mean to us? What is Nigeria? What does it mean to us? Now, once we know that answer, where are we going? Are we a people? We need to answer these. These are fundamental questions, I think. Where are we going as a country? Where are we going? Now, the ethnic nationalities make up this so-called Nigeria. It is wonderful to see young people in their 20s accept that when they started NSAS, it was not a North-South thing. It was a youth thing. But guess what? It was the Northern youths, guided by their own elders and politicians, that turned it into a North versus South. We don't want SAS, they want SAS. There was a video I saw of a Northern youth, a young man, driving the process that the SAS is against Northerners, their rights, and to remove Buhari from power. and even threatened that there will be war. Every time, war, war, war. No, there will not be war if we want justice in Nigeria. But my brother, if it is between the life of my people and myself and another person's life, then I have to make a choice. All of us have to make a choice. So the first question is, what do we want to do with Nigeria? We have to answer this question. Look, we have a situation where in the House of Assembly today, Kano State plus Kaduna State, the House of Representatives, sorry, Kano State plus Kaduna State, two northern states, have 40 representatives, 40. Bayelsa, Delta, Rivers, and Akwa Ibom, 4 major oil producing states, have 38 representatives at that level. So for me, that answers the question, how unfair and unjust this so-called political system that we are looking towards for answer. The youths at what they are doing, if they are upset that this is not about North or South, they will have a rude awakening. How many bank accounts are being frozen? There are many youths today that are of northern origin that are stinking rich from this government. And yet when a Niger Delta man, a Southerner, was the president, including during Buhari's tenure, Obasanjo's tenure, very few youths are as rich as the northern youths are today. So if I'm not one of those people that will just sit back and say, this is not about North or South. For me, at my age, and what I have seen, I saw the Biafran War. The Biafran War was about North and South. The Biafran War was about Muslims and Christians. It was about injustice. The pogrom, the people that they killed, Easterners at that time, because their leaders were killed, they went on a revenge spree. The same that happened in Odi, the same that happened everywhere. When you kill a soldier, they will come after you, they will pull down the community. And yet, do you see Southerners going in to kill people in the North because somebody was killed? No. So all of these things, let's stop pretending. For me, oh please, with all due respect, because I speak like this does not make me an unpatriotic Nigerian. No, it makes me somebody who faces my own reality. My reality may not be agreeable with your own. Today, we have a group of Igbo youths, Igbo grown men from about 25 up to maybe 50 that want to break away from Nigeria. It doesn't mean that the whole Igbo nation want to leave Nigeria, but there is a crop of people in Igbo nation that want to leave Nigeria. You can't subdue their voice. You have to find a solution to it. In my place, the way I've felt over 20 years in the Niger Delta, today now we have Nigeria importing fuel from Niger Republic, fuel from Niger Republic. Palm oil, I've been saying that we've been importing palm oil. Today now it's in the newspaper that Nigeria is importing palm oil. Gari is being imported into Nigeria. And these are things that come from, this is our stable diet. And we have a government that has made it possible that we are importing, and we have gone along with it because we're lazy. We've become lazy in poverty. We have become lazy. I mean the South. I mean Igbo people, Yoruba people, Niger Delta people from the South. We've become lazy, and we're now concentrating on fixing Nigeria instead of fixing the Southwest, instead of fixing the Southeast, instead of fixing the South-South. We are concentrated. The young man that was encouraging the rapid development of the North with oil and gas is from Eleme here in Rivers State. He's from Eleme. in Rivers State, the young man like my skin tone, he's from Port Harcourt, and yet he's the one proposing how the North is going to be rapidly developed. With what? With the resources from my area. And I'm supposed to pretend as if those things don't matter, and that what matters is how can we keep Nigeria together. My brothers, when push come to shove, I will join you people that are already abroad, because my mother is from where you people are living. So nobody will drive me away from there. But what people like me are doing here today, we don't have to do it, but it's the right thing to do. Let's stop beating about the bush. If the roles were reversed, they will do exactly what I'm saying. Why are we doing as if the unity of Nigeria and for Nigeria to survive, that it depends on us, when we have been told that 1914 amalgamation was supposed to last for 100 years? Isn't it over 100 years?
Thank you, sister.
I beg you.
Thank you, sister. Thank you. I know so passionately, you know, obviously, when it gets to this, it's I can see the firebrand passion in you that can go for hours. And you are telling us that if push come to shove, you could, you know, go to your grandmothers. And
what did I go do now?
but people like us that are here, our grandmother's place, the Ikunes are here. And sadly, you know, we will be locked down here. We don't even have visa to run away. On that note, Chidi, over to you. Thank you very much.